Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
Well, good day everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I welcome you. My name is Laura and I am the Upsidedown Canuck. I am a Canadian living in New Zealand. I ride my motorcycles and video vlog and work and just having a generally all-around good time. So I'm going to try something different with my videos today. I've seen lots of reviews online and I'd like to do one. I have a bunch of stuff that I do want to review, but I'm going to start with this. I'm going to start with my Nelson Rigg tank bags. Now, as some of you know, I ride my KTM 390 Adventure. His name's Sebastian. And I also ride a Yamaha TW200, and his name's Tank. Of all the Nelson Rigg gear that I have, and I have a lot of it, it's all interchangeable between the two bikes except for the tank bags. Now, technically they could be interchangeable, but I don't. They are the ones that are specific to the bikes, just based on the type of riding that I do with the different bikes. So I have two tank bags that I'm going to review today. One is a Trails End Adventure tank bag, and the other is the Hurricane Enduro tank bag. Yeah, so without further ado, let's have a look at Sebastian and see what his tank bag's like. Okay, so this is Sebastian. This is a 2020 KTM 390 Adventure. He's pretty awesome. Anywho, we're here to talk about his tank bag. Now, like I said, his tank bag is called the Trails End Adventure tank bag. If you want to order it, the order code would be RG1045. In Australia dollars, New Zealand, Australia dollars, retails for about 150. Okay, so decent price, great quality. You'll notice that I say value for money all the time, and when it comes to Nelson Rigg, I strongly believe that. But anyways, let's get into the tank bag. So first thing I want to talk about is the size of the tank bag. So in its basic form, it's going to give you 12.4 liters of space, which is lots. It's ample. The position, the shape of it is not obtruse. I can ride with this, no problems. I see my dash. I have no issues with it getting in my way at all. It's a good size. Nice thing about this is that it is expandable and it actually grows an extra 4 liters. So I don't know if this has happened to you. It has happened to me where we're out camping and we're coming into the camp for the evening and we have to stop off at the convenience store, at the grocery store. I need to pick up some bread or some milk or some beer or whatever. And all of your stuff is full. Your panniers are full. Everything is full. This gives you 4 liters of extra space. Now, I wouldn't want to ride with it expanded all the time, but in a pinch like that, it's so nice to have that extra space. So kudos to Nelson Rigg for that, because that's a really good feature. Now we have side pockets here, as you can see. There's one on the other side. They're really good for change. You can see I've got some change in there. Good for cables, small things. One thing that I really wish they would do, if they were going to change anything about this, Nelson Rigg, is to put a pocket right here, right above. There's a little cable port here. Put it right above that. Something that's big enough to hold a wallet or a passport or something, documents, whatever. So a lot of us fumble when we have our helmets on to try to access our pockets and stuff like that. It's just not always easy. But if we had a pocket right here, Nelson Rigg, that would be amazing. would make this bag awesome, even awesomer. The zippers on this bag, they're designed with some type of a backward teeth system. I don't know. But what it does is it actually keeps all of the dust out of this bag, which to me is very important because I carry all of my electronics in there. I'll have my batteries, my cell phone, I'll have my USB chargers, I will have all of my GoPro stuff is in here. And I never ride first. Don't ask why. Second, third, fourth, whatever. I'm constantly eating dust. And if I'm eating dust, I don't want my electronics to eat dust. That would really suck. So these zippers are really nice for that because they actually keep the dust out of the tank bag. Another nice feature, and I'll show you a close-up of this in a minute, is that they have a lockable holes on each of the zippers. So when you zip them closed and you line them up, you can actually lock them. So I have one of those, you know, those little locks that you get for your suitcases and stuff. Well, I've got the good ones, and I just lock it up, and I know that it's reasonably safe. Now, it's not going to stop someone from stealing it if they want to steal it, but it might deter them and have them, you know, think better of it and go and look for something a little bit easier. I don't know. I've never had anything stolen, so touch wood, that would be why. Okay. The mounting points on these tank bags, Nelson Rigg has really thought this out. Now, there's the two mounting points at the back end here, and obviously they go down to the frame. Each bike is different, but there's always a good mounting spot on the frame for these. Super simple to put on. The straps are really good quality. The clips are really good. They are plastic, but I've never had any issues with them. They're really good. They're good. They're not too loose. They're not too tight. You can do it with my winter riding gloves. I can put them on and off. They're good. They're good quality. Underneath these tank bags, there's like a rubber coating that keeps it from sliding all over. Now, I've been riding with this for at least a year on this bike, and I don't have any wear marks. I don't have any scratches from this tank bag, and I use this tank bag all the time. And like I said, I eat a lot of dust. Now, the way that Nelson Rigg has designed these mounting points and anti-scratch rubber is awesome. The mounting point over the triple clamp, the first time you put it on is really kind of a pain in the ass, I have to say. But once you figure out your route around that triple clamp, avoiding all of your cables and that type of thing, it's awesome. It's so good. And you're not going to be taking it off all the time anyways, so it's just in the perfect spot. Now, to fuel, now my fuel tank is right here, and you're thinking, well, it's strapped down. It's going to be a pain. But it's not. I undo the top ones and I slide my tank bag back. Now there's a strap that runs across that holds these clips up. They're not going to drop down into your steering. They stay put. You fill up your fuel, easy. You clip them back up, 1 and 2, and that's it. Simple. Again, good quality straps, good quality gear. There's a window on the top of these bags and a pouch on the inside, so if you use GPS or your phone to navigate, it's actually touch sensitive, so you can use that through the top of your bag. I don't do that personally, but for me, having it clear is kind of nice because I still use paper maps and I use lists, waypoints and stuff like that. So for me, it works out really good too. The material is UV resistant, which is great. It's not going to break down in the sunlight. It won't fade like a lot of other things will. It's not waterproof. put it that way. It's water resistant. If you got caught in a light shower or whatever, no problem. You go through a puddle and you splash up some water, it's not going to penetrate. It's not going to go through. If you ride into a monsoon, yeah, well, it's going to get stuff wet. But good news there is that this comes with a waterproof cover, which is kind of nice. And the cover actually has that clear screen on the top too, and works. So sweet. Even with the waterproof cover though, I wouldn't submerge this in water. Try not to. Yeah, okay, so what else do we know about this? All of Nelson Rigg's gear has a lifetime warranty. That is worth something, I have to say. I've had to use that, kind of, sort of. I'll expand on that in a different video, but they're very good. They're reasonable. They're a good company to deal with, and the product is really good. So yeah, so this is the Trails End Adventure bag, tank bag, 150 new Australian dollars. Good value for money. Now we will look at tank. This is tank. This is my TW200 2020. Great fun little bike. Absolutely awesome. Love them. But again, we're here to talk about the tank bag. So Tank's tank bag is an Enduro Duel Sport called a Hurricane. Great little tank bag. And when I say little, I mean little. It is, I think it's 2.6 liters and not expandable. So it's pretty small. It does have some similarities to the bigger tank bag. It has some differences. So let's start by pointing out the similarities, okay? It's got the window on the top, so you can do your hands-free or your touch screens of your phone or your GPS, whatever you have. Again, I use paper, so paper maps or waypoints. Old school. Mounting points, they're the same. I could technically take this bag and put it on Sebastian right away and use his mounting points, or vice versa. They are interchangeable that way, which is kind of nice. It does have the rubber undercoating, anti-slip. Again, no marks on this bike whatsoever, which is super, super nice. I like that because I get covered in dust a lot, and you would think that this would scratch up pretty good, but you know, it doesn't. Easy clean, it's UV resistant. Now, there's something different about this that makes it pretty special, is that it is 100% waterproof. Okay, so Nelson Rigg actually advertises that it is 100% waterproof, which is pretty freaking cool. It has the same reverse teeth zipper system, but it also has this rubber skirting. See this? It's like a neoprene, like a wetsuit kind of deal. That's how it feels like to me. And it just drops down over the zipper. Now, to get to the zipper, you just lift that up, and it's just the same zip as anything else. So, but it's waterproof, 100%. And sheepishly, I say I have tested it. Not on purpose, but it is waterproof. Huh? What do you know? Let's see, inside this bag, it's got some straps at the bottom just to hold stuff so it's not flying around. Being an enduro type of a tank bag, you're going to be bouncing around. So they've built in some straps to hold, say, your phone or what have yous in there, so it's not flopping around all over the place. So something really cool about this tank bag is that the seams on it are what they call electronically welded, which adds to the waterproofness. This is really cool. I kind of like that. That's really neat. Lifetime warranty. Nelson Rigg really stands behind their products, and they should, because they're a good product. What else can I say? I don't know. Not sponsored by Nelson Rigg at all. I bought my first Nelson Rigg product about 10 years ago, I guess, in Canada. And I've been buying it over the years because I like it. It's good. It's good quality at a fair price. Motorcycling is expensive anyways, so I'm sure you could spend a lot more on other products that are the same, only different, and spend a lot more, but here you don't have to. This bag retails for 140 Australian dollars. Value for money, lifetime guarantee, and that in itself is worth something. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. I hope I've earned your subscription today if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And yeah, if I've helped with a decision, awesome. If I've given you some more information, fantastic. So keep it between the ditches and we will see you next time. Cheers. Awesome.